in for this stream anyway, and in my other stream, Retronathan, where I play retro-tastic games and indie type Metrovania platformers and side-scrolling beat 'em ups and what have you. But for today's stream, or tonight's rather, I got a little something special in store for anybody that cares to join me. So, I figured I'd do this at the end of the stream because I might die. Not really, but maybe from disgust. I don't know. I special ordered some Brax roasted turkey dinner candies. And these are the folks that bring you the candy corn, which people either love or hate. I think it's absolutely disgusting, or they eat it by the mouthful. I'm kind of in the middle with candy corns. I think they're okay. I don't hate them, but I don't love them. But I'm a little concerned about this roasted turkey dinner. I don't mind, a sweet and savory profile, but in candy, I don't know. We'll have to see. I believe there's several flavors to go through, so I'm going to suffer through that so you guys don't have to. And just want to feature my shirt here because I always got to give love to the shirts. I love my shirts. It's one of my favorite articles of clothing. So as you can see, an homage to the classic Bill Watterson comic strip, Calvin and Hobbes, but with Han and Chewie in their stead. I love mashups, and Calvin and Hobbes is one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Right next to The Far Side, Gary Larson's Far Side, which was supposed to be coming back, but I haven't heard too much of that lately. Figured I'd get things cracking with by cracking open one of these puppies. Hellboy beer. So the collector in me obviously sees a comic themed beer, and of course I want to snatch it up. And I'm also kind of cringing about like opening it. That's always the eternal dilemma. Do I open it? Do I hold on to it and collect it and allow it to collect dust, and maybe it'll increase in value or whatever. It's beer's kind of meant to be enjoyed. I like beer. I like dark beer. And this here is a dark beer from Gigantic Brewing Company out of Portland, Oregon. So I believe it's a chocolate mole stout. So it says, destined to light a fire in you, experience the decadently sweet caramel and chocolate that slowly transitions to the heat of a myriad of peppers. Sounds pretty awesome if you ask me, because I love heat, peppers, hot sauce, all of that. Especially like it when it's added in the mix on the flavor profile of a dark beer. So I'm going to go ahead and crack this one open using my trusty little Enterprise opener. Got to have the geek themed utilities about. Just going to pour this and get a nice little pour here. Get a pretty good head on there. I'm just going to pour it part of the way. Alright, let's have a little taste of this to get things going. Yeah, it's good. Not as heavy as a lot of the porters that I tend to enjoy. Usually the higher ABVs, oak, barrel aged, whiskey barrel aged. But definitely can taste the peppery chocolate type of flavor that they were going for, the mole. Cheers. Here's to folks who, by virtue of being cautious during a pandemic, have to be alone this holiday. Hopefully you find creative ways not to be alone. Checking out, GLU's videos, or wherever you happen to check in with folks online. I know for me personally, I found a quarantine movie club, and we watch B movies and riff on them MST3K style. So that's kind of helped me maintain my sanity during, all this quarantining and, physical distancing. So I hope you found something comparable that helps you, kind of get you through the day to day. Play a puzzle, play some Among Us, however you, sort of pass the time. All right, so take another sip of this. All right, so let's get to some unboxings. I don't even know where to start. How about I'll start with this box over here. It's already been opened because I had to take something out that my son had ordered. But just a little Amazon box here with some awesomeness inside. When I first heard about these, you see that? The old Nintendo Game & Watch. This is a throwback, man. So I'm old enough to remember a lot of, sorry about the reflection there. I mean, so I'm old enough to remember when Game & Watch was, a standalone device put out by Nintendo, and it is just what it says it is. I mean, this was back when you didn't have phones that have like a million things that they can do, like tell time, for instance. You had watches, and if you were cool, you had a chronoform, which is a watch that can transform into a robot or scorpion, and I had one of those, so I guess I was pretty cool. But Game & Watch, yeah, so it tells time, and it had like these simple little games that were LED or LCD, like a classic watch screen. So they often had like these very simple graphics, no real animation to speak of, and but hey, they held our attention, and I'll tell you what, it was the precursor to the Nintendo DS in design, because well, at least I don't know that this one is. This one doesn't fold up, but the one that I still own, my kind older sister bought it for me, and it was like one of the best gifts ever. I mean, the presentation on this thing is amazing. It's like, it's got gold on the outside, kind of like a gold Zelda card, Anyway, you open it up, and it's got two screens, and the action moves from the top screen into the bottom screen and vice versa. And it's Donkey Kong 2, which was really cool in its own right, because it was like, wow, sequel to like one of the most iconic video games of all time. So anyways, this Game & Watch here is different in that, well, it comes with a color screen, and I believe it is an LED screen, and it plays like an arcade perfect rendition of the original Super Mario Brothers, which is one of the greatest platforming games of all time, Shigeru Miyamoto's masterpiece. So, and it does a lot of little tricks too. This was specially designed with, I think it's Mario's 35th anniversary. I want to say, I don't know if they have that listed here, but very excited about this. Can't wait to fire it up and give it a go. Go down, take a stroll down memory lane. All right, I'm going to open this little guy here. A general rule of thumb is like, maybe I should go with the smallest packages first, and then, work my way up. So this is from Shout Factory, I think. Yeah, Shout Factory, which they have a horror arm as well called Scream Factory. So they were having a sale a while back, and I ordered some things, but they sell them or ship them as they can, and this was available. But the other thing I ordered was a pre-order. It was actually the collector's edition of Event Horizon, one of the greatest sci-fi horror flicks of all time. This here is called Dreamscape. You can see a young Dennis Quaid there. I believe that's Kate Capshaw as well. Got some cool art on the cover here. I loved this flick as a kid, and let me tell you, I don't remember much about it, to be honest, but what I do remember, it's funny the things that stick with you. What I do remember is a dude straight up turns into a Cobra Man, which, I mean, that just sounds rad by itself. And it's all practical effects and whatnot. Not only that, but this guy who I believe happens to be one of the warriors from that classic film. I remember him in the subway with these glow in the dark nunchucks, and that scene is just really, really cool looking. And that's about all I remember of that movie, but I remember really loving it. I was a sucker for creature features. It didn't have too much creature action in it, but that Cobra dude was pretty awesome. All right, I'm gonna open this here. Pretty cool little graphics on the bag there. This is a company called QWERTY, if I'm saying it right, based out of the UK. So just one of the places that I tend to get my t-shirts from. I don't know if I don't even remember what I ordered here. Oh, isn't that sweet? I must have... So, I thought these were hearts, but, oh, that's so sweet. I love those little touches, man. They, like, put some little gummy bears or star mix in the package. So, that's a neat touch. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, I remember this. I remember wearing this. Okay, so, anybody that knows me knows that, I mean, I love the Terminator. The original Terminator is where it's at. I just saw it again recently, and I hadn't seen it in a while, and man, it holds up. Such a solid flick. Lots of practical effects, a lot of which look tremendous by even today's standards. Yeah, when he's like gouging his eye out and, you know, plucking that out, you know, that's a little hokey looking, but overall, man, just a solid flick. Great time travel tale. And so look at that, man. Arnie, I'll be back. The iconic phrase. I just look at that. I mean, that's got that. There's a lot of synthwave artists that are kind of capturing that aesthetic. Gunship being one of them. You know, just the very vector. You know, sunsets and shapes and very 80s neon kind of design that I mean, I love it because I love the 80s. I was a kid during the 80s, one of the best decades ever. I'm a little biased, I know, but what can I say? Okay, so getting a little blasphemous with this one, but, you know, I just, hey, it's like, have fun, huh? You know, so... I knew of this design from a while back, and I just thought it was pretty funny. Well, let me just show you. Okay, so Nin Jesus. Okay, now to the untrained eye, this is just okay, you know, haha. Jesus is a ninja, and he's kicking evil ninja's butt. So, but if you know anything about like old stupid B movies, you would recognize that design as the poster for a super terrible movie by the name of Gymkata, starring an actual gymnast who goes on this weird kind of adventure with involving a bunch of ninjas, and there's a scene with like, I don't know if it's like a zombie village or something, and then they happen to have a pommel horse in the middle so that he can do his thing and while kicking everybody in the face. And man, it's terrible. But it's a great movie to watch with people and rip into it, let me tell you. All right, let me move into the next package here. Okay, speaking of terrible movies, this package is from... I don't know if I can say the name right here. Xeno Lorber, which is an odd name. I don't know if that's a real person's name or made up. Sound like fancy or whatever. But it's a website where you can get some like rare-ish cult, kind of movies. So they too were having a sale, and I had to snatch up a bunch. Oh my God, did I really get that? Holy smokes. Okay, So let's go through these. um, this is a movie. It, keep in mind, this was around. I ordered these in like October, and I get into like Halloween mindset, and I want to order like scary stuff and whatnot. But so this thing right here, my boyfriend's back. Never seen it. It's an '80s movie, and it's about like this girl's boyfriend that comes back from the dead, and so I thought it sounded appropriately corny, and it might be super terrible, but hey, I have a high tolerance for that sort of thing. I've seen some real crap in my life. Um, Here's a movie that I've been meaning to see. Um, just visiting. Okay, this one I think is also no, actually, you know what? This is from 2001. No, 1993. No, wait a minute. Sorry. It's based on a movie made in 1993. It's a French movie, Les Visiteurs. If I'm saying that right, I don't speak French, so I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. But, anyways, it's got Christina Applegate in it, John Reno, and looks like a lot of fun. I think these guys are like time travelers, and they end up in contemporary times, and hilarity ensues as it usually does in those kind of scenarios. Transylvania 65000. Oddly enough, another film that I've never seen, but it's got Jeff Goldblum in it, so that already makes it an awesome flick, in my opinion. Just involves a lot of Halloween themed shenanigans. I mean, Transylvania in the title, it's going to be some vampires up in there, but hey, I haven't seen it, but I got it on the cheap, fairly cheap, so I figured out that was the time to buy. Okay, so this movie I have seen, and I love it. Haven't seen it in a while. Cabin Boy with Chris Elliott, who's underrated. I think in the '90s he was fire, and he's a funny guy. I mean, he's done a lot of great stuff, but this movie is just bonkers. How do I even describe it? I mean, it's just this feels like a movie that like Terry Gilliam would make, but I don't think that's the director. But like Terry Gilliam, it's very offbeat. It's got some just weirdness in it, and I love it. Oh man. So I had this on DVD on like a combo pack, but I guess I had to get it on Blu-ray. This movie right here, Baby, Secret of the Lost Legend. I remember seeing this as a kid, and in fact, I believe, I'm pretty sure I remember this correctly, because I think they came out around the same time. I went to go see this instead of Big Trouble in Little China in the theater, and I, years later, of course, regretted it, but I loved this movie as a kid. I'm sure it doesn't really hold up now. I actually have some trading cards of this film somewhere in the vast collector collection. So, one thing about this movie, talk about practical effects. I believe they would actually put like the brontosaurus. This is about like going to Africa and the reports of a brontosaur, which I don't think is even a dinosaur anymore. It's been like debunked or something. But anyways, I believe they put an actual brontosaur costume like over an actual elephant, and I don't know how that works, but maybe gotta watch the behind the scenes on this. So, oh my god, I really bought this? Okay. Up the Creek. Used to love this flick on HBO. Just it's an '80s romp. Summer camp, I think, and a contest about who's gonna win the rafting contest. Really don't remember much about it, but I remember I had cable in my room, so I watched a lot of the whatever HBO was showing. I was gonna watch it, and then this. I have no idea what this is, but it looked cool. Yongary, Monster of the Deep. This looks like a terrible, like Godzilla knockoff, and I love my, people in rubber suit monster movies, with the miniature sets that get destroyed and the sparks and the fire and practical effects, man, for the win. It just And they always have, and for these movies, it seems like a must that you have like the big horns, like so. And then the piece de resistance from this particular order was this guy. I didn't even realize I ordered it. Rawhead Rex. It's a steelbook. So this was a movie that I just remember, I rented it. I saw it, in the video store. If you saw like a video case that looked, they tried to sell you on the video case. Like, so this one had like this cool looking monster. And I'm like, awesome, and I rented it. And in the end, I think I was disappointed because it didn't show the monster that much. And I don't know how it'll hold up if I watch it again, but I probably will eventually. Kind of felt the same if there was another movie called Pumpkinhead. And yeah, I wanted to see the creature a lot. And I wanted to see it like moving and doing its thing. All right, let's see. What should I do next? This guy is coming from... Oh, okay. So... There's a company called Strictly Limited Games, and I appreciate these guys. They're not up there with limited run games, in my opinion. People dedicated to, the art of producing, physical carts, which is going away because everything's streaming and digital. But these guys are dedicated to keeping physical media alive for video games. And so I didn't know much about this game, and but I read about it and I saw the graphics, and it seemed like my type of game. So I figured I'd give it a go. So this here is Xeno Crisis. Look at that art. Definitely evokes the Contra type of feel. Now, they're not really showing any graphics on the back there, but from what I recall, it had a very, 16-bit kind of feel to it. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't really have a listing of what's in here. Maybe I'll open it up for like another unboxing, but for right now, I'll just put it aside and get on to the next thing. All right. So, another one from Shout Factory. So that definitely means there's some kind of weird crap movie type thing inside here. Let's have a look-see. All right. So lots of packing here. Oh, man. So I bought this movie, also sight unseen, just based on recommendations. It was on like some top horror lists, and I'm a big fan of horror. So I was like, why not? Valentine. If anything, the main baddie's mask looks appropriately creepy. That's part of the appeal for some of these slasher type flicks. If they just got like this stone cold kind of stare, and there's a lot of horror happening. This has Denise Richards in it, and Katherine Heigl, however you say her name. So some pretty decent talent attached to that. Day of the Dead, probably my favorite Romero zombie movie. Maybe because that's I think it's the first one that I saw, and I was like blown away. I was like, wow, this is tremendous. I just loved it. And right here, it's a 2-pack, a twofer. You got Cellar Dweller and Catacombs. Again, I have not seen these movies, but they're from the 80s where, lots of practical effects. And, gosh, just looking at the bottom. I wish you can't really see because of the reflection, but there's, these look pretty quality. So let's see here. What should I do next? Let's go with Trap Toys. So, Trap Toy. Actually, I'm going to take a little sip here. So, Trap Toys are based in the UK, and their deal is that they bootleg figures, and they maintain the same theme, which is rap and hip hop icons, and they often do it in a mashup type of style. But I think this figure that I ordered recently is not a mashup, but definitely like a rap icon from the 90s, I'm going to say. So let's have a look-see. Oh, and you know, they're good about including like cool little touches too. So look at that, man. I got an NWA Ice Cube air freshener. That is definitely going up in the car. So these are individually numbered. See that? Little sticker action. That's their mascot, a skull. So let's see here. I think this must be Ice Cube. If the sticker was Ice Cube. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Even the sticker that's holding the paper that's wrapped around this Ice Cube. That's so cool. I do not want to destroy this sticker. It's so cool. That's the collector in me. All right, there we go. So let's open this guy up. Oh my gosh. Oh, his head's a little deformed, but oh my god, I love it. He's got it. He comes. Look at that. NWA team. So it is a bit of a mashup. Soldiers of Compton living in the streets. Comes with a little boom box. Yeah, I don't know if you could really gonna see that head. It's, you know, it's kind of big. I can relate. I got a big old noggin myself. It's like this graphic on the back too. I mean, pretty dope. It says, and if you can F with them. So there you go. NWA team. All right. So I got a few more left, and then I'm gonna taste some disgustingness. Ugh. Sorry, foot falling asleep. All right. Let's go with some 8-bit zombie, because if you don't know what 8-bit zombie is, just very cool retro themed type website, and I mean, they're bringing, you know, I love anybody that is like trying to bring stickers back. I mean, that used to be like the jam back in the day. You know, you'd put them all over your Trapper Keeper. Okay, so let's see here. All right. Oh man, I hate circus peanut or packing peanuts. I actually do like circus peanuts as far as candy goes. So check this guy out. This is 8-Bit Zombies Thrasher. So clearly done in the style of Masters of the Universe. He's got like that, you know, swole, you know, body type. The name Thrasher is definitely a name that they would have come up with, you know, just those coked out execs that were coming up with He-Man toys. Most radical zombie in all Eternia. Super retro power glove punching action. So very cool. They even, oh man, undead on the back here. I mean, they've got, you know, this little graphic here, just little. That's pretty cool, man. So yeah, I won't read all that, but it's I love it. So cool. All right, let's see what else we got here. Ooh, maybe I'll sell. What is this one? Huh, this one's pretty big. Maybe I should save that one for last. Okay, so right here, this is from the Mattel family of brands. And on an earlier unboxing, I actually thought I was getting this guy. And I was really disappointed to find that, you know, there was a delay with this particular figure. But seems the delay is over. Put this over here. Oh no, so I'm gonna have to open this up. So this is a hint. It's a figure from Jurassic Park, one of my all-time faves. Now, let's see here. I'm gonna open this up here so you can take a gander. Okay. Oh yeah. So, it's a figure of a Barbasol can. Not really. Hidden within this Barbasol can is, you probably know who, Nedry, I believe his name was. Newman, the guy who played Newman on Seinfeld, played the character. So, anyways, as you well know, in the movie, he was using a Barbasol can to smuggle out some dinosaur embryos. And it was like not too successful with that endeavor. So this thing like actually rotates around to reveal him. Trying to see if there's a way to it does like voices from the film somehow. Not quite sure how that works. I mean, I could pull this tab. Let me see. I don't see a button that you can press, but oh, is it maybe up here? Well, I'll maybe figure that out later. I don't see any buttons but I love this figure. I love the presentation. So freaking cool. All right, let's see what's in this bad boy before I get into some disgusting candy. This is a pretty big box. I honestly don't even know what this is. It's coming internationally, this thing. Oh, hey, about to stab myself with a box cutter. That would not be pretty. Let's see here. So I do have some hint as to what this is. On the custom form, says there's a Nintendo Switch game in here, but this is a pretty big box for a measly old Nintendo Switch game. I'm just gonna rip this open. Let's see what we got here. Oh man, wow, I forgot I ordered this. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay, wow. So, whew. Dead Cells. Prisoners Edition. I wish they listed all of what's included in here, but I know one of the things that makes it so big is I think it's got like a statue of the main character. But this was in the box too, some kind of medallion. It's a signature edition on the back, and then Dead Cells Prisoners Edition. I think that's pretty cool. It's solid too, man. It's pretty heavy. So, well, I may do an unboxing of the, you know, this Dead Cells Prisoners Edition, and, you know, maybe other stuff too. But for now, I'm gonna shift gears a little bit, and well, I still have to open this package. I mean, hopefully the candy's even in here. It is what I ordered from this seller, but I don't know. You can have people duping you. Let's see. Where the heck? All right. All right. Yes, indeedy. Brax turkey dinner candy corn. All right. I better get a little bit of brisket here. So, without any further ado, I'm going to open this bad boy up, and I believe you can just kind of discern the different flavored candies from their color. Let's see. Oh, man. Oh, huh. Ooh. Oh, my God, that smells horrible. So, this is like some kind of light brown. I'm imagining that's stuffing. I've got green here. I believe that's maybe green beans. Man, that smells horrible. Why did I do this? All right, this one's kind of pink, and I'm thinking this might be sweet potato casserole. Do they have it listed? That would be helpful. Okay. Looks like there's maybe oh wow, there's several. Green beans, roasted turkey, cranberry sauce, ginger glazed carrot, sweet potato pie, and stuffing. So let me just pour a bunch of these out and try to sort through here. Oh gosh, these do not smell good. It's hard to discern all the different varieties here. So I'm just gonna go with these 4. Honestly, I don't know if I eat any more, I might barf. And that would not be nice. All right, so this one, I mean, let's try it. No. Oh. This might be the roast turkey. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I think it sort of has that taste, but it's just nasty. Ugh. All right. Let me cleanse the palate a little bit. Oh, that's terrible. Oh. Ugh. Okay. I'm going with the green one. Green beans. You know what? This one ain't bad. Because it's a hint of green beans. That other one was like, I don't know, like roasted turkey ramen, but chewy. I don't know. Weird. This one, just a hint of green bean. Almost like really sugary green beans. I don't hate that one. All right. This is like the red and dark red one. Thinking this might be the cranberry sauce. Let's see.